Back here, the bar smells like everything they didn't want stinking up the front. From here, you can't really smell the Droids Be Us building. An interesting mix of flavors: stale Coronian ale, regurgitated Coronian ale, and Coronian ale that's otherwise been used and disposed of. You'll have to get closer if you want to lick the Droids Be Us building. It's got the dry, musty smell of a store that's filed for Chapter 11. The poor taste of the building is only matched by the poor taste of the architect. It smells like an old lawsuit coming back to haunt the two guys from Andromeda. It smells like a time pod broiling in the Ulence sun. Taste tempting stucco, and what a nice sanding job it does on your tongue. Licking a time pod that's just emerged from the chrono stream is like sticking your tongue in a curling iron. The slow-roasted whole-grain goodness of sand. It smells like extremely hot sand and burnt nose hair. It has the dry, itchy, uncomfortable smell of sand up your nose. There's a whole lot of smelling going on, but the game still makes no sense. The smell of the sand fills the air all around you. It's the silent but deadly aroma of Ulence Flats. You inhale deeply, sandblasting the insides of your nostrils. You can't quite smell the faraway dunes. The spicy scent of the dunes reminds you of a weekend you once spent on Arrakis. The air smells damp and oppressive, like a wet nun. Above the dunes, you smell an overcast purple sky. Tastes like ordinary sand. The taste is subtle and difficult to pin down, but you love the way it crunches between your teeth. Don't lick it. Who knows where it's been last? Yep, tastes just like you'd expect. It's tough to tell what the sand really tastes like when your tongue is a twitching mass of blisters. Your woefully short tongue is nowhere near long enough to taste the far-off dunes of Ulence. You will not need to lick the dunes here. Your tongue's too short for that. Your tongue flaps in the breeze. You can't taste the dunes, but your tongue gets a good stretching. You've smelled a lot of force field generators in your time, but this is not one of them. It's supposed to smell like a Walmart force field generating unit, but we can only do 16 different odors in EGA, so it smells a lot like the time pod. It has the acrid, coppery smell of ozone and wind-corroded metal. The crackling smell of the force field generator stirs early memories of the force field your parents put around your playpen. You are unable to catch a scent from the force field generator. Maybe you should try tasting it instead. Okay. As the moist surface of your oral muscle comes in contact with the fully energized force field, you realize your mistake. Thousands of volts pass through your cranium, turning your brain into a quivering mass of short-circuited neurons, which effectively terminates all interpretation of sensory impulses. Your musculature spasms for the last time as the force field shock causes you to give up the ghost.